Good morning, everyone. So today on the schedule, we have to prep my clay. I have a couple of mugs to make for my website because I've made a couple, but they've sold out, so I have to make some more. And I like to prep my clay in the morning. I roll my slabs. I leave them be for the day. I put a plastic bag over them. That way they dry out, but not too fast, not too much. And because the plastic bag keeps the moisture, or some of the moisture in. And the reason why I like to do that is because when I work on a piece and the clay is still wet, it's so easy for me to mess it up because then it's so moldable. But when it's more firm, it's more forgiving. So that's what I like to do. And I have to finish everything today because I'm on a schedule, since I'm dealing with a local studio that they have a very specific schedule for the firings. So yeah, and I have to be able to let my pieces dry for at least like a good 6 days so the water dries out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I'll show you the process of prepping the clay and of rolling the slabs. So I'll see you in a bit. This is a process called wedging the clay, meaning that I'm getting rid of all air bubbles and making sure that the clay has an even consistency. Here I'm using a roll pin to flatten out the clay and thus make what we call a slab. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a slab. So this is a template that I made out of a cardboard box, and I use it to trace my lines and to create the body of the cup, if that makes any sense. So once everything is set and firm, I roll it and create a cylinder, which creates the cup. Later on, you'll see that I'm going to make the bottom of the cups, and it'll all make sense. So as you can see here, I am using my roll pin once again. I say once again, but you'll see that I'm going to be using it more than once, just because the slab is way too thick and I like my slabs to be a little thinner. So I'm using the roll pin again, and I'm going very slowly just because I keep forgetting to buy the tools to make sure that the slab is even everywhere. So because I don't have the tools yet, I'm going very, very slowly. my slabs were a little too dry, so I decided to add moisture back into the clay with a wet sponge. That way I have more control over how much water I put back in, and that way the clay is not soaking wet. So this was the whole process of how I prep my clay. So I'm gonna leave everything as is for the next maybe 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll come back to it. So I guess I'll see you in another video. I hope you feel more relaxed, and until we see each other again, please take care of yourself, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.